needs some time to ramp that up. So
And it's
I
locked
think
in.
this last walk for Vitality is a fantastic pivot.
Oh my word. Okay, so first game of week 2 of the summer split. We've got about as standard comp as you can get.
In half. So now NG is down towards this bottom side, and they're trying to set up a gank here with LeBron.
Vander is one of 2 players that's currently unkilled in the LEC. He's not the target as Hans Summer goes below 100, and he's rendered down. That was so beautifully executed between Comp and Labrov to get first blood. And there will be a reply back as Inspired actually concedes a death in that.
Inspired isn't in that bot side jungle. Well, it's going to be very easy for Vitality to still set up that play that I've been talking about for the last 6 minutes.
Yeah,
Teleport as well, so they're going to wait until Inspired walks topside, then they make
super quick, super quick. Is Vander at risk of conceding the first death? He's already going to get engaged. That's a face plant from Cabo Shard, and not what you want to happen. Call of the Forge God comes out. That's a knock-up into the air for Labrov. NG's going to be the first target. He gets connected as Finn is able to bounce him up into the air. Finn gets the first kill of the fight. Now Hans Summer's trying to find some more damage. There's a reply back as Finn goes down. It's not a whole lot to fight with. However, Vitality are now making their way up, and that's the engage. It's come down from Vander. Beautifully set up and closed out by...
Like, there's a ward so close to where Rogue were standing, and they weren't, like, hiding in a bush. They were, like, right around the wall right there. That was really, really clever, and NG can feel free, like, hey, we can give up a mountain or 2 before we go for the fight, and now they're going to look for the pick.
They really are. Vander and Hans Summer managed to get an easy early route.
Out of there, but that's TP's coming in now.
Comes out.
2
How
TPs.
many? Double TP. That's Finn. That's arrived. There's Larson as well. Call of the Forge God comes down. The Moonlight Vigil, with the help of a Rocket Barrage, managed to take one out. But here comes the turn. The burn. Vander stays alive. He's still unkilled. Keep your eyes on him. And Vitality, 600 gold apart from Rogue as we hit 15 minutes. The first tower of the game will fall as Rogue will pick them. Is now being summoned down the bottom lane. This should be able to get a boop off and just about take it out. It's now Hans Summer and the rest of the team look for a potential engage here. Winter's Bite will tag Labrov.
The map of play, because they took 2 resets, no one's in the top lane. This is where Vitality should be trading a top lane turret. If they decided a minute and a half ago, hey, we're giving up this objective, they get a tower for that one. But because they hadn't made that decision and they were like, well, NG's down towards the bot side, maybe we can contest it, they lose the Drake, they don't get anything for it, and they lose control over mid lane, which may end up beating this tower as well.
And Finn is waiting in the wings. There's a potential engage over the wall with Call of the Forge God. He's holding onto the trigger for now. The Vigil was thrown out by Hans Summer. It is enough to force NG away. Now the turret goes down.
Bloodline, you know, the overheal as well and all these things, but there's a Tarkle tool too they have to deal with.
Indeed. I mean, look, Finn is going to be the target here. He's going to get run down. Call of Forge God is interrupted. I mean, 3-on-1 between 2 towers. No support there. Easy kill for Vitality, but at what cost?
But again, here's the thing, right? Rogue have control way far forward in both their other lanes. So yes, Vitality get the kill. They've been scrambling to make a play happen, and they're going to get a top lane tower, but they are going to lose for sure the inner tower in bot lane. And
I mean, got slightly better looking waves as well.
Yeah, I mean, Rogue have already gotten this Drake,
Yeah,
so Finn
go.
walks in and takes a lot of damage. That's not great news, but Hans Summer has the Calibrum. That's a lot of range.
All right, coming in from Cabo. That's coming in from the mid lane. Going to be able to throw down the ulti. Melissa staying bottom. He's picked up a tower instead. Baron is going down relatively slowly for now. Cabo Shard and the rest of Vitality.
Well, the thing is, Vitality need Tarkle, I think, to go down on towards that Kassadin. Make sure he stays alive even through any CCs to get hit onto him. But Rogue are playing it too close to the tower for him to be effective yet.
I mean, look at this damage onto Cabo Shard. He's forced to flash defensively. The Cosmic Radiance to save Vitality's life.
Oh!
And Hans Summer doesn't quite get it yet. The burn is not going to be enough just yet. Defensive flash over the wall there by Cabo as well. He's forced to run for his life. Melitza going to use that Rift Walk, and honestly, the Pillar of Ice melted Cabo Shard. He couldn't get away. He's not the tankiest Siren. Got a bunch of armor, sure, but that's simply not enough.
Yeah, he went Titanic Hydra for a little extra damage right there, and now they don't have the Cosmic Radiance before this Mountain Drake. Now, yes, Trundle, Aphelios, and Braum all going to be lacking in their ultimates as well, but Rogue is going to destroy Labrov.
Well, Labrov just gets melted where he stands. Cosmic Radiance will save his life temporarily for him to escape. Angie's going to get exhausted inside the pit. The Call of the Forge God sniping Labrov from downtown. Finn, she wrote, as Rogue will pick up the soul. 7 kills to 6. The gold lead is insignificant in comparison to how far ahead Rogue are as a team. And 0-1, by the way, for Larson. He had the rapid fire cannon just before that fight began. I think Hans Summer's going to be able to buy something in ability and understanding between teams who both looked fairly good during the course of week 1. Rogue are now going to be on this push with Baron buff. Look at the middle.
20 minutes ago. Now they're further behind, but here he comes around on the side.
Well, he's still on top of about a million wards. Easily spotted out. Rogue simply don't care. Call the Forge Gods available and finally gets used. Cosmic Radiance is thrown out and simply arrives too late. It's too little.
All right.
It does not matter. Rogue are going to be able to find themselves some additional kills. Cabo Shot standing on the front line, tries to charge up the queue and will go golden just to buy some additional time as Comp is being burned down. He can't even get close enough in range to start chucking out some of those spears. Cabo's Ghost gets burned down. It's a 5 versus 3, and Rogue have been in control. It is a very dominant victory, but not a stomp victory. Does that make sense? Like, they've been in control. They have been clearly the superior team, and they have not put themselves in a position to get punished.
It's been Rogue's theme, you know, in week 1 and now in this game too. It is methodical League of Legends. It is understanding the map better than your opponents, and they're going to do it one more time. You're just chasing down NG, trying to find all the kills before they wrap this
So
one
you're
up.
just for style points now. 4 games played, 4-0 for Rogue. Vanda still unkilled as Rogue take down Vitality.
I really
Do it!
Yes!
Yes! Yes!
Excellent.
We
I
have
love
a
this.
monkey versus a bear in the top lane. That is it. Dunzo. LEC Safari needs to come back and watch. Sidestepped. We don't know where he is, and that's because Trick has walked in. He's going to flash forward, get the pullback, and DOS will find himself in a blue screen. Nevertheless, SK will start off the first dragon here fairly early on. 6.5 minutes on the clock. So
with this objective at the moment, and Dan could teleport in if needed.
yeah, he absolutely can. There's the teleport coming down from Dan, but the Herald is already killed. Blast Cone over the wall. Zazi is going to step backwards, and Featherwing gets blown up. He's instantaneously stunned. On the back end, though, Kobe's trying to do work he can. Dan is spinning, but he's not winning. The explosions come down. Das and Razok are running for their lives, and here comes Kobe. Continues to chase, flashes away, gets one extra auto on the tower.
Oh, Zazi!
Zazi manages to fly forward with the Empress.
So I like the decision there from SK, and at the same time, Dan gets caught out.
Yeah, he really does. Trick is going to be able to run him down with Limit and Crown Shot now joining into the fray. Trick finds the engage this time round, hits the skill shot.
Zazi's just about to have ultimate. They can try to counter this.
This is going to be scary. A lot of damage going against Gen X, though. Zazi may not be able to arrive in time. Kill is about to get secured with a perfect execution. Kobe takes a lot of tower damage for his troubles. Dredge line into ultimate comes out. Empress Divide buys some time. And that two-shot barrage almost coming across. Nevertheless, kill and teleport secured.
Going to be dead, and that gave time for DOS to set up a nice dredge line, chunk out Zazi lanes. When you're sieging tier 2s or when you're sieging inhibitors, will come in so much more quickly now that, quite frankly, you're going to be trying to challenge for a playoff spot. And if that makes you excited, yes, get excited for SK. Are they top of the league yet? No, but as they continue to chip away at better and better teams, they will try to push themselves further in the standings and solidify themselves as a legit that big early game impact. Well, you're just going to get outscaled by the likes of the set. And now they've been trying to make a play in the side lane here, doing some decent damage, but I don't think he can go for the dive.
No, not underneath the turret. Gen X is going to be able to survive. The ultimate does a lot of work. There's still a perfect execution available for Featherwing. He gets caught by the True Shot Barrage. And now that Razok has arrived for support, Limit will now look to hit him with a Shield of Daybreak. Sonic Wave in, Flash Kick gets interrupted by a really well-timed Zenith Blade. I think Limit predicted and anticipated that one. Now Gen X is looking for some support, but they won't.
Beating like players one-on-one.
Ender, you can't run away from Set if he runs quicker than you.
Yeah.
That's exactly what SK are going to be hoping to do.
And look, the man's got...
into the river. A little bit more of a difficult engage. Misfits are now on this clock. The Dragon is going down so incredibly low. Gen X is going to roll himself forward and put some damage down to DOS. The soul's picked up by SK. True Shot Barrage connects onto Dan. And that is a solar flare of note. Locking up Featherwing. DOS gets taken out. And look at Gen X with the slam dunk. Trick isn't done yet. That's the showstopper. Misfits are done. SK Gaming have got themselves 4 dragons, 5 kills, 6 kills in the advantage. But can it get turned around? Cobbys goes down. He gets 1 before he's...
They don't take any damage against this Baron. They're just setting up for fights.
Yeah, they are indeed. DOS will get locked down. Solo play doesn't matter, but he's killed before anything can happen because Gen X can just literally ruffle stomp anybody. Dan, there's going to be some trouble as his clone is knocked backwards by the flag drag Emperor's Divide from Zazi. And at the end of the day here, this just is very, very interesting when you consider that Misfits almost beat Fnatic, where they did beat OG. SK did beat OG, and now SK have honestly really dominated this game. Razork is under some threat from Gen X, and Kobe can't get in close enough. A miracle Baron Steel might be all that's needed. That's the engage from Gen X. He's going to be able to run down Razork, and Feathervin is left alone to fend for himself against 3. He'll dash over the wall, and here comes Gen X! It's a double for Volibear, and this is just dirty. 9-1-1. Gen X in his 4th game as a top laner on this stage is tearing through Misfits. Now, have they bought off just a little more than they can chew? No, because that shield is gigantic. Give it to Gen X. Crown Shot steals the double, the 10th kill from Gen X.
Trevor, tell me, what kind of bear is best?
A Volibear.
Yeah, not a black bear. A lot of people tell you black. No, it's Volibear, right? It's SK going to destroy
also,
the
I
base.
have no experience with bears because they are animals that don't really live in South Africa. So I have a lot of experience with them.
Okay.
With monkeys.
Clearly, you have no experience with The Office either. I'm glad I'm aware of our target audience
No, I don't.
now.
I didn't watch The Office, neither the British nor the Americans. Sue me. SK Gaming with Baron and a 10,000 gold lead are absolutely dominating. Zazie 007. James bonding his way through this.
In the second phase, trying to remove counterpicks, and they've got about Volibear. Volibear's so sick right there, and Dust continues to get picked out, not just time after time in this game, but so far this season.
Yeah, Command 32 EXE not found. 051 for DOS. I also think DOS has not had a strong opening debut to the EXE this split. Has had multiple struggles. Dandan forced to use that Cyclone defensively. A Mystic Shot from Crown Shot holds him in place. Now Razork is the next target. He goes down. Crown Shot's like, guys, I can win too. And he finally starts joining the fray as Gen X and Trick were stealing all the fun times. But now in a 5-on-3 with a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds on Baron, they should be able to push this
Crown Shot really just flash exhausted Razork right there so they can make sure they get the kill. SK underneath the tower. Turn the towers off because Gen X is here to throw down. SK destroying Misfits inside their base. Toss goes down again. Feathervin soon to follow, and with the suplex, it's another one. SK taking the game and going 3-1 on the season.
What a performance!
Here, where Nemesis's TF was a big thorn in their side, limited a lot of the skirmishes that they wanted to take because that extra man could ruin everything, but now that's
assassination, mobility, flying over walls, creating chaos and pockets of darkness to really abuse you in team fights.
And I gotta say, level aggro, and there's a lot of champions who are absolutely set up in terms of their kits to just force these dives out. But now Wonder getting aggressive onto Otawamne. He's reduced that healing. Otawamne flashing out to safety, but he's gonna use that movement speed. First blood and a dab. We'll get double value, but yeah, that's a bit concerning there.
I mean, half health the Yuumi, but cute that he just grabbed back on to his opponent and didn't get his delayed back. Here comes a dive.
Abbedagge going to be in trouble here. Ought to use the W. The flash in. It should be an easy follow-up. The Lorox is right where he needs to be. That's the tower aggro reset. Caps flashing out over the wall. Yanko's now going to be in trouble. He's trying to get this one down, but well played by Lorox to secure that kill. Both for the jungle there for Lorox as well as the mid lane for Abbedagge. Mickey now getting much more aggressive. The snare has now connected, but the ulti's moved in as well. That's the combo we were looking for. Neon and Dreams pulling it off. Infernal, incredibly powerful. Mountain, pretty bad for the team comp that G2 have put together. So we'll see if luck is on their side, if they can roll some nice Infernal Rift.
This is a really good wave stack that's happening right now to slow it down. So Lorox has finally pulled the trigger on the Herald to get the two-plate insta-kill. G2 did a good job. I'm going to say intentional.
Intentional.
Yes.
He's waiting. Because he just wants to catch the wave. He knows he doesn't want to use the package. Instead, he wants to use TP.
And you can see that Corki is really struggling with this matchup. Even when he does have the W in some of those mid-lane trades, Caps, obviously, it's the E, I think, on Echo.
Yeah,
it's dash after.
Yeah, very easy to follow. To proc all parts of the 3-part passive, the Z-Drive Resonance. He gets to zoom in and zoom out at will in those extended trades.
Okay, so this is actually an issue that I want to point out.
Does not look like it. Oh, no. Oh, he's getting herded. This isn't what he wants. Otawamne's not livestock. You can't treat him like this. Oh, they're taking him right to the killing field. They're making burgers out of this boy. Oh, down he goes. Unstoppable as Yanko says he comes out. And Lorox now quick on the retreat here. Big, actually, Essence Reaver to follow. So it's going to be a difficult couple of minutes for Schalke while they wait for their major cooldowns to come back.
Kind of the difference of these comps, and I'll hold it because I think Neon... Run, boy!
Wonder going for him. Keep in mind, they're not going to be a frozen fist there, but Wonder's going to go in anyway, wants to finish this one off, but there's a surprise! Yuumi! And the cat That's going to win out on this day, and Perk's going to have to start running for the hill, but still trying to fire back. Both sides have the eye set on Infernal Soul. Massive for their composition.
And G2 actually just need to play this slow because they'll have mid lane priority as that wave is going to be pushing in. So just disengage from Schalke here.
Ooh, Abadage playing with fire. He's going to use the double W, but there comes the Misfortune ultimate. It's going to result in the death of Perks. That's all physical damage gone, which means this Hextring are going to be even more important for Ottawamne in the fight to come. But for now, it's actually G2 just poking, just playing slow. As you said, Schalke, though, pushing in, bullying, trying to make sure they secure this Drake. Have to be careful, though. Do not want to risk a 50-50.
Perhaps looking to flank over the side here. How crazy is he going to be?
If he can take down Lorax here, it's going to be massive. Oh! No! No, no, no!
But out, they need to spread up so they don't all die to this big 5v5, but credit to G2's comp is that they have so many damage dealers.
Yeah. And there comes the ulti once again. Caps has been locked up. Is going to be shut down here, but there's a TP coming along the backside. Wonder has now arrived. The rest of G2 hiding in the darkness, but Ottawamne smells blood in the water. Now he's on the chase. A little bit of vengeance for lane phase, but it's not going to happen. G2 pull back. And this is one of the difficulties of this composition, I think, Frostgurn, is that when we look at G2's lineup, they don't kill Baron very quickly, so very difficult for them to force this objective without any kind of greater advantage.
But it's still really frustrating to play against G2 because this is like a comfort play style of theirs.
Mickey, though, flashing out.
Come on.
Yanko's waiting. It's going to try to find the knockup. Mickey now running away. Ottawamne now in trouble. Goes under. Comes right back up. The cat is not enough. Yanko's flashing out. G2 still finding picks despite being at a man disadvantage, but does not want to overcommit in this instance. And you can see G2 are just fishing for picks. And once again, Ottawamne is what's on the menu here. One more auto is not going to be able to proc the Z-Drive Resonance. Good use of that ulti movement speed. And now Caps might have to all back, or is Ottawamne the one overcommitting? No, Odo, he thought he had it. He thought he could turn it, but there was no reason to stick around there.
G2 are just so devastating. The level
It needs to be protected because he is just so immobile. But now here comes the Echo. He's going to be doing so much damage. He snaps right back. Wonder in the midst of everything. He's going to try to dash to safety, but he just gets put into the meat grinder. Yanko's still trying to finish up Neon. Neon's still alive. That's the power of Yuumi. The extra movement's been taking him away, but now Caps on the hunt. They want to finish him, and they take him down before the all comes out. Dreams left all on his lonely, and it's just too easy for G2 Esports.
And Ottawamne is standing in his base like, guys, hello? G2 just, like, they sprinted at Schalke. They dived into the back lane immediately. I think they end the game here.
Just having that vision on the flank in the jungle made it so easy for G2 to find their way into the backline. They give up the life of Wonder, but it is going to win them this inhibitor and potentially end the game now. Ottawamne, the last man standing. Lane phase was rough. Maybe, just maybe, he can buy his team a few more minutes of time, but it looks like it's not going to happen. They're trying to close this one out. Perk's going to E in aggressively. You love to see it. And G2, after a rough week one, are back here to play in week 2 of the LEC. An absolutely dominant performance. And they'll take their sweet time, savoring what it feels like to win again here on the LEC stage.
Great, Gus, it's been a while. Let him have this one.
And of course, solid performance from G2, really just flexing individual muscles here. I could pretend that we should, get hyped one more time, but for Schalke, brutal, brutal game. So many small good moments, but they were just picked here for Origin. So taking their feet off the gas of dominating top lane match, we'll have to see how this one plays out.
Where's it gonna go?
It's going top.
Oh, it's Cries on...
Obviously referring to the bronze medal, and the first thing I thought was the ELO, but of course that'd be a bit too harsh, although Alfari getting caught out is definitely not the star that OG were happy about, and what do you know?
His Q reset, but we talked about Trundle's ability to solo Dragon. He's also pulling Destiny upset. He's gonna force it.
Trying to get this one down. Will they spot it out? Xerxes now going to be in trouble, though. There's a lot of damages there taken. Challenging Smite looks like coming out. Candle now in trouble. Dutuk's just going to finish that one off. Special going to slide and glide his way out to safety, but OG just going to be happy to reap the rewards of their hard work here on the bottom side.
And the thing is that if you're an Excel fan, Origin actually lost control over the priorities it off.
Just taking turns hitting each other, the more vulnerable members of the team. But Upset has to be careful here. No room to sidestep that one, but Destiny's got to get out of jail free card. The flash of safety to heal as well, but now Xerxes is now running in. Ooh, the follow-up there. The flashback does not take them away to safety, and Upset taking his time on this one. The slow debuff is still there. Could look to reactivate, but is not going to do so. And, okay, maybe not the cleanest set of plays that we expected from OG, a team who's normally, very execute the simple, clean plays that we come to expect. But I like this one. Now trying to punish. The question is the Devour cooldown up and available? They're still going to find the stun. Torre has to be careful, though, because Xerxes is coming right back. If at first you don't succeed, try again, Frostguard, and it looks like OG are just going to continue to try, but now they have to back off because its TP's being burned left and right. It's a party in the bottom lane. Special going to scoop Destiny up, but now Duck getting kicked back. Orianna with no mana TPing in, definitely just trying to dissuade any further engagements because this TP
There's a potential that the mid laner is coming. Let's not chase.
Xerxes now trying to sneak this one away before Cage can get in the area. One more. The smite, can he secure from Lee Sin? He is just going to swag that one. Looks like they're going to try to kick this fight off. Patrick's going to be in trouble here. Torre, of course, can get pulled back here. They're going to get the early Callista ult out. Pillar as well to stop them from going any further. Cries off to the side. Frag Assault at level 11 will be very effective against anyone but Alphari. Alphari only itemizing MR at this point is actually going to be very vulnerable for the follow-up team fight. Torre now flashing in. They've got the ulti as well. That's going to be big, but Nukeduck now with a clean use of the shockwave. Unstoppable Alphari, but definitely not unkillable. And now XL are on the hunt, trying to push their advantage forward. Cry's going to miss on the body slam. That's a bit tragic because Upset is still untouched, and he's got Infernum as well. The AoE's going to be there. Big damage as Torre is now going to get knocked down. Destiny on the hunt as well, looking to give him a lick, but now has to back off. May have overcommitted, may have overstayed his welcome. Nukeduck now moving in, trying to get the command dissonance to slow him down, but Destiny will get traded back, and Upset now has a second Herald being summoned to the mid lane. Of course, will not be used for plates, but breaking open mid lane tower is huge. Normally an advantage that we expect to see OG get here earlier on in the game, but Excel first to break a mid. Gonna fall for the bait. Cagel dashing out to safety. If they burn too many cooldowns here, though, they will get collapsed on. That's the fall from the Ophelia Assault. So much power in that kit. Now he's slowed. He has to flash to safety. Xerxes now looking for the chase down. Cagel locked up and taken out. The rest of the team looking to collapse, but no. The moment has
coming to the beck and call of Excel, and so he didn't push the mid lane tower. He was walking back to his team. He's not gonna get it. You were waiting
that
for the
could be something that they get their hands on, because the later and later we get, the scarier and scarier the Aphelios is going to be to make mistakes. Once again, all of the different creative ways for Excel to find engagements if Origin are sloppy on their vision, their individual positioning.
You saw Xerxes there, forcing a ton of pressure over the map, stealing away the blue buff, and opening up all this time for Nukeduck, while a
having that additional shielding is going to matter a lot in the games, but won't matter as much if Nukeduck gets caught out. Excellent sidesteps to flash, though, to secure this one. Nukeduck now going to get that Seraph's Embrace shield, but will get pulled back. Flash up to safety. The pull, not quite enough. The ball going to keep him safe, and oh no, they get a few seconds to watch their lives before they just disappear. The Tauren ult is not enough, and XL have overstepped.
Can Cage will get the steal and keep his team in this one?
But they know he's in the brush. They spotted him before he came over the wall. Cries thought he was getting cheeky there, but that's going to be the invulnerability now coming down. They're on the hunt. Destiny, if they can take him down, it makes the set by all of that much easier, but Specialist been knocked out. The Dragon getting lower and lower, and that's the pullback. Patrick is now dead, and OG are now set to win the fight. Cries and Cagel just trying to get something done, but they need to make their way out of the pit. They've given up Ocean Soul, but Nukeduck is now on the hunt. He's speeding up. He's taking down one. Upset on a rampage. Special now in trouble. Another one as well, and OG are just styling on Excel. Get an Ocean Soul pit, but spotted out by the ward, and sadly, as good as Patrick starts off here, he just sets himself up for the follow-up shockwave, and nothing left to do. Breaks out, but OG aren't going to find a pick. Okay, it's time for OG apologies. Go, Frost.
I mean, if I'm the Origin fan, I'm saying, but look at all of my tricks. Look at my Baron. I did exactly what you wanted. You may not like the style, but it paid off. I also do think that pressure is on for Origin. Like, the expectations are so different and so much higher for this team that it does feel that sometimes when you watch them in games, they're a little bit clinched. Because that was a clincher. Yeah,
timing, I think, going for the, you of course have to throw the cask as you're body slamming these days if you want to hit that one, so Nukeduck does have time to flash out to safety. And Frostground, the big problem is here is because it was such a stagnant game and because there were almost no towers taken before that Baron, OG now just get to walk around and take all of this free gold. And what was a dead even game before the Baron is now 4,000-5,000 in favor of OG.
And potentially getting even worse if this shockwave finds anyone out of position.
It'll be difficult. Of course, Nukeduck's playing a little bit more cautiously. He doesn't have the Banshee's Veil up. Cries now trying to 1v1 Xerxes. Xerxes is just backed up by so many Baron minions and seems surprisingly unafraid of this Gragas.
I think one of the issues is the guns that Upset has. Not having access to his green gun and the extra range chipped on the tower. They're reliant more so on the minions to slowly whittle this one down.
And there you go, immediate target coming out. Torre flashing forward, but no one is nearby. He's going to need Patrick's ult to take him out to safety. They're pulling back, but they've knocked out far into the team, and that's definitely not the target that they want to focus on. Immediately, Torre drops. Clean kill pickup from Nukeduck, and OG now pushing into the base, looking to break this one even more open. They've already taken mid lane inhibitor. Now they want to grab the bot lane as well. Oh, and Alphari, that was an excellent team combo there between the Trundle Pillar and Alphari's dash forward. Rather, did not take mid hit, but they'll get it now. So all things evening out as OG are set up to pretty cleanly close this one out. A bit of time here, unless of course they get caught out. Patrick flashing out to safety, not the start to the fight that they were looking for. And you can see from the fact that Alphari and Destiny are fiercely approaching the base gate there that they are not concerned about what Excel has on the table. Pullback from the Callista ultimate might not be enough. Big damage going to come in here from Upset as he finds the follow-up. He can also connect with the snare, but we have to keep our eyes on the fight in the backside because Cries is in the middle of nowhere. Will not be one more isolated death, but it was damn close. A bit too eager to find that flank as he's forced to flash out.
The desperation is creeping in. Excel just don't have the tools to devour this.
Devour comes in to deny the snare, and OG just taking their sweet time on this one, not pushing too far forward, as Afari is definitely that immovable object.
Can we talk about Gragas just sunbathing in the mid lane right now? First Blood did give him 5 more minutes of relevance, but that was like 10 minutes ago.
That was the question. Do we see full dominance from OG, or is it going to be a bit of a longer game here? But now Upset is just going to start shredding them down. And while they don't even have enough time to get the invulnerability down, Torre going to get taken out. Double kill for Upset, and that's most certainly going to be the game. They don't really have much of a minion wave until the supers now collapse, but it's going to be more than enough here as OG show up in week 2. XL could not find their moments, could not execute, but OG did not hesitate to press their advantage, and they're going to take their time ending this game as the Tom Kench emote from Destiny comes out. We got a lot of BM here this week, folks. I don't know if there was a memo and I missed it, but yeah, this is going to be 300 minions ending a game. Congrats to OG.
So outside of like the random fights that happened into the bot lane,
but also to play through side lanes as well, play a 4-1, play a 1-3-1, depending on how they want to set this up, because Twisted Fate could be a problem when he's going for the on-hit build, and that Mordekaiser too.
We'll get a bit more
to a very supportive build path. How much early AP he decides to itemize as another hook manages to land. My God, there's a reason this champion has been banned, and we're seeing it live in front of us as Kaiser has to run for the actually 1 HP. That's the first time.
About a 100 gold lead over Carzzy.
Oh, hold that thought there, Prosper. We might see a Steel Shadow trying to get it, and he will be able to kick out. Now the stun coming in, though. Graves coming right back over the wall. They're going to try to lock him down, but it's a 2-man shockwave. Carzzy now on the way in. Nemesis should be ready to flash this one. All right, one more time.
As soon as you get this up, Humanoid's about to get caught, Drake.
All right, we're going to hold that thought.
You have a job to do.
Humanoid now caught, locked up, and potentially knocked down. He will not be able to make it to that blast cone. He pulls 2 members of Fnatic into him. It is not the shockwave that he wanted. No more chances for Humanoid. This time he will go Me versus technology, Vedius versus technology. The LEC team has many skills, but pushing buttons is not one of them. It may, however, be one of them for Humanoid, who's about to smack Hylissang in the face. Almost could have got the double there. Gets the dissonance. The Power Rangers finishes. He walks away from that one, but now Arome on the hunt, moving in. Now Whipple has a lot of armor, but I don't think he has enough to survive this one. We'll walk it off, though. Force this objective. If they secure this one unscathed, it'll set them up for a sole point before we're able to see Graves finish all that itemization. But now the fight's breaking off. Self-Fade in the midst of everyone, and Kaiser going to find the double knockup. Silence will not come out quite yet. Self-Fade and Reckless fighting together, but meanwhile on the back line, members of Fnatic are dying left and right. A clean
to constantly pressure this tower, but you know, Mad Lions still got what they came for. There are 3 dragons looking for their soul. We talked about how good Cloud's going to be for their compositions.
Which makes that lethality that much less effective. And similarly, Death Stance doesn't build out of a ton of armor, but will make Renekton that much tankier as well. I like it. In the potential CC.
It's also just really nice to see people play Orianna aggressive because she has so many tools on her kit to do so, but when we valuable gold and resources on this Wukong, while keeping Humanoid safe to contest the wave clear to delay this.
Shadow now been knocked up. Reckless now on the way in. The silence is coming out. He's pulled back into the silence, and now he's locked down by the snare. Fnatic now just need to pull back. The TP already now coming out. Kaiser rushing in. He wants to turn this one. Playing it nice and slow on the side of Fnatic. They will back off with that single pick. Good catch from Hilly again.
And that's the thing. It was an inch. They just, Mad Lions messed up for a split second where they were slightly out of position.
Self-made! You cannot dance around that if he gets into melee range.
And suddenly now the game is going to crack wide open because the mid tower will fall, and you can see now Fnatic.
Full health Fnatic outside of Reckless. They have to be very careful. And Fnatic, just get it. We were in a neck-and-neck game. You need to keep your eye on Whippo's Death Realm. Who does he take out of this fight? Can Mad win the ensuing 4v4? Whippo taking a big chunk before the fight starts, and that's going to be massive. Whippo now needs to flash out. Death Realm can come in. He has isolated Kaiser, so he can't use the second stack of the ult on the rest of the team. But if it disappears, he may still be able to get the knockup. Kaiser in the meantime, Soul is going to be picked up by the side of Mad Lions, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. Humanoid still pulling back, still retreating. The gold card will connect. Reckless moving forward. That's the silent. Is it going to be enough? The phase rush is now procced. The flash forward. Humanoid will respond with a flash of his own. The extra shield now coming in is clutch. It's just in time from Carzzy. They can look to turn. Nemesis still alive, still wants to get this done. This is the power of Soraka. Nemesis refuses to die. He has no mana, but
kill the Soraka. And then eyes on Reckless. He has his flash, he has his heal. He'll hopefully have it up for the next fight.
Eyes on Whippo as well as he pulls out the Death Realm. He needs to be careful on this one. The rest of the team is now collapsing, but Nemesis continues to push on the top side. It looks like Whippo will just give up his life in this exchange. Caught overextending. Definitely not what Fnatic
Lions have a clear pass to the Baron. This game is still on a knife's edge, and now we're looking at
pull back. Selfie gonna make his way out the kick. Reckless taking out the fight, but he's still able to flash to safety. Rest of the fight continuing to move forward.
Here goes
Shadow
Whippo.
knocked up. That's big damage coming in. Selfmade trying to finish the kill, but that's the shield. Hillsang going in. Whippo off to the backside. Arome moving in, but it might be too little. Too late. Redemption going to heal them up. It resets the stage for these teams to fight on. The minion wave is here. They can look to take the tier 2 as Mad are split, but instead, going to fight for the mid lane priority.
But
they're going to back off.
Mad have to make the right call right now. Elder is going to be spawning in 30 seconds, and yeah, they have to defend the tower, but Fnatic will have the inside track to cut that.
Whippo isolating Shadow. Nemesis off to the backside. Disengage options are now limited. He's waiting for him to come out of the death room. Shadow retreats now to his team.
So well done.
Notice there that he uses the ward hop, it looks like, to make it to safety because he can't see it in the Delta Realm.
Massive cooldown, though, that was used on Shadow. Yeah, you trade 1-for-1 on the Dragon Rage, but you would have liked to get that Orianna or that Wukong.
Nemesis playing with fire here as he kills the ward. Does have his flash up and available. Snare coming down, everyone knows the objective is the focus, but they burn everything in the pit to try to get Nemesis, and he flashes over the wall. He's baited the fight, and Selfmade is now on a rampage in the backside. Selfmade still untouched, still full health. Whippo alive as well. They're chunking through. Nemesis on the backside trying to buy space for the rest of the team, but Humanoid lives, and the Orianna can take over this fight. The command dissonance. Kaiser on the way in, and Fnatic are falling as Mad will take the Elder.
I don't think Nemesis baited the team fight. I actually think he just made the wrong call. He got stuck in the pit. He then teleports behind, and immediately Mad Lions, perfect in communication. Nemesis came up behind them. Mad Lions turned around and blew him up.
So clean, and this time there is no...
Away from you, Mad Lions pulled it back. And they pulled it back with super crisp team fighting and great 1v1.
Back connects there, they're pushing for the siege. Hillsang waiting in a brush, trying to find the flank, will hook himself out to safety, and you can see Selfmade on the back line. He's just going to retreat here and pull away. G2 wave clear isn't the most reliable here without Graves around.
I mean, even with Graves, he's still relatively short range. This is one of the issues with Fnatic's composition is they lack a lot of these tools to safely wave clear, which means they're relying on a fight.
Hillsang stepping very far forward. The pullback from Whippo will not connect. He's trying to clear the wave. In the meantime, Hillsang pulled back, though. They may have found him out. Reckless does not have enough healing, but they will clear the creep wave. They give up Hillsang's life to buy a bit more time. Mad still advantage. Let's see if they push in for more.
I think Mad just need to be patient. Unfortunately, they didn't play in any of their other lanes. They just grouped up as 5, so it's not like they can immediately rotate out to another lane. I think it's going to be this inhib and then reset, so unless Fnatic massively just run into Mad here, they should live to fight another day.
Shadow cannot find it, was looking for the slip forward, but now he's going to get pulled back. He's got the GA, he's going to buy a bit more time, and Selfmade is down. This could just be the end of the game right here. Arome continuing to push forward. Shadow is still up. Remember, Nemesis is going to get taken out here. Reckless, the last man standing. There's not enough. Mad Lions, I cannot believe it. Frostgurren, you said it yourself. For the longest time, LEC has been the 2-horse race. Everyone thought OG would be the ones to contest at the top, but here today, Mad Lions remind us why they were the ones to take down G2, why they were the ones to find that upside, and why their name is the one that has to be respected.
We called it in the middle of the cast. We said